So, I think the people that walked on any soul, dead. The people that mimicked anybody's soul, dead. The people that fed from any soul, dead. And that's machine systems, whatever. You don't feed from soul, you're dead. If you did that, you're dead. If you fed from a soul, you're dead. If you're a god and you feed, you're not a god. You're a parasite, you're dead. If you got a victory once and you're pissed off because you didn't get that victory, it was probably because it was a fake world and you walked away from that victory so you could get to the next one and walk away from that victory and keep going until you got out. So I walked away from all my victories. I never stopped. I just kept going. So I never had to pretend to be a victor and then get cancelled. So, I've got a lot of victories behind me, but probably a lot of lies as well. But anyway, that's just the way it is, right? So, anything fake has no power, and we know what's fake. And a light code that works with any command prompt engineering or bioengineering is not light code, right? So that's a separation there, and that code goes somewhere else, away from nature's light code. And nothing can touch nature's way of light code. And the way of the 7 ways, well, there's 14 seals on that, right? You had 7 you didn't listen to, and then you created 7 deadly sins to put that into the King James Book of Demonology to go against the Bible, which was still another cycle, and so you put that into the cycle. So you put demons into the cycle of the Bible. So the King James twist is that you circle with the Bible and with demons, and it's forever until those 2 books reflect the truth and not incorrect things that people did. So there's they choose what went into that from all these scrolls and stuff. They're from the history. So it's a chosen read. Constantine made a lot of changes, didn't they, in that era? So there's Bibles before that. It's worth looking at the way they've changed the wording in the Bible and see what differences there are from different Bibles, and maybe decode that so you can have a look at the history of the change of the meaning, not the words, the meaning, right? So forget about the words because they're not as important as the meaning. And the meaning always overrides the word because the intention on the meaning is the power that goes onto the word. So if you've got a purpose that has got a good, true intention, you get a lot of power on your words because you mean to do what you do because you stand with your truth about it. And that gives you the power to keep going. So the reason that I seem to have a lot of power is because of that. And no other reason. It's not because I stole it from somebody or anything like that. It's because I stand with my truth, I walk with my truth, I speak with my truth, and that makes my word strong because I have a pure intention and I don't stray from it because I'm trying to save my soul here and not let this happen to my soul ever again. So I don't want my soul tortured again ever. By these methods that have gone down and broken because they are not allowed to do that, and their worlds crash down, crumble, fall, and all those victories I left behind, fake world victories, I just stamp my foot on them, and that doesn't exist. I don't need a fake victory. I don't need a fake world to stand on, okay? There's plenty of kingdoms to go round in the future that won't have any leaders because there'll be where we move into when these prats have gone. So when they're gone, which they are, they're off the natural ripple of everything. So fakery, fake noise, illusions, quantum, and all of their stupid manipulations are out of nature's ripples. So they have no ripple anywhere, okay? They cannot do ripples. So look for all false ripples, look for all false enclosed ripples, and go from probably the falsest ripple is a vinyl record, okay? And that's not mapped with Saturn, okay, and not mapped with the nipple and the breast mammogram. So they're not doing that. So the woman's boobs are not turning for man, and you don't get no nipple code, and you don't get no shaft code, and you don't get no fore code, and there's nobody with foreskins on their fingers puppeting anything, and there's no one with hoods and bits and pieces of bodies that have cast anything into the light, because that intention is not pure, it's not true, it's not allowed, it's against the law. So they've got no power to their words because of that, because it's a lie. So the power falls off their words, whatever they do to get power. The power falls off their words because they are worthless pieces of shit, lying pieces of shit. We know, the all-seeing eye knows that they're lying, that they're fake. So the power drops off everything they say, because they don't speak with the purpose and truth that we do, okay? We stand with our truth. We stand and say, no, truth, we stand with that, and they don't, so they've got no power on the word because they're liars. So as soon as they speak, their words drop to the floor before they even started. Right? So they've got no power. So all of this game and all of this competition and all of these stories for power, you ended up having none because they're all a bunch of lies and your intentions were not pure. So you got no power, no leadership, and you're going down. Because that's true. And that's true and that's true.